Good morning, it's time to rise and shine. Happy hump day, Wednesday. And your girl ain't getting no loving cause I've been celibate for 3 years, going on 4. And baby, that's the best feeling in the world, to actually love yourself. Not submit yourself to no one that's not worthy of your time and energy. You got to know your self-worth. This time I choose me. This time I choose to love me more than I ever loved myself before. I'm taking care of my mind, my body, my health. I mean, it just don't get no better than that. Okay? So I just wanted to come up here on this live this morning to say good morning to you all, to let you know that you are worthy. You are a child of God, even though you may be evil and filthy and money hungry and a despicable ass person. You are still a child of God. You may have done a lot of things to try to destroy the innocent. You allow injustice. You did a lot of stuff that you shouldn't have done. But guess what? Guess what? God still loves you. And all you got to do is ask the Lord for forgiveness and repent and take accountability for your filthy sins. You understand it? So while y'all out here be trying to judge me, for being who I am, remember one thing about your girl Done Victory. That I never, ever stir you in the wrong direction. And I ain't gonna tell no lie on you either. I'm gonna tell the truth. And I don't care if you like it or not. I speak facts. Everything I wrote about in my book was facts. It wasn't a lie. It may have offended a lot of people. A lot of people may deny it, but it was the truth. And you know I could have went deeper on your ass. But I gave you grace and mercy. Because it wasn't about trying to belittle anyone or throw someone under the bus or make a person feel less than. It was just my truth and your truth. You were a part of my story. You are in my life. So I brought you into my book, whether you like it or not. It was the truth. Every word I said about your ass, it was the truth. And we all know I could have really went harder on your ass, but I spared you. The same way y'all say, oh, I know shit on her. Baby, the shit that I have done in my life that you could say that you know about me don't touch nothing that you have ever done in your life, baby. You understand that? Nowhere near is levels to this. You understand that? I always been me, and I move accordingly on how I want to move. Not trying to impress anyone, not trying to let someone use me. It's always been how I want to move. I'm going to be the controller. You understand that? Not be controlled. Never have been and never will be. Okay? So let's get that clear. 2, I just want to say that for all those out here that have been through some trials and tribulations, just know that that storm will not be forever. It will not be your forever. And if the Lord tell you to speak and tell your story, share your story, be the advocate for yourself, do it. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the bystanders. People are quick to try to tell you what you can't and shouldn't do. They're not you. They're not walking into your shoes. They can't tell you what's best for you. Why can't you be the one to do something to bring change to the world? You won't know that until you try it. I'm sick of people telling folks what they can't do. You can't tell me shit. What are you doing? What are you doing to help yourself? What are you bringing to the table to bring awareness and just be the voice for the people? So if you're not doing that, you can't tell a person what they can't do. You understand that? A lot of y'all people say, don't worry about it. No, you got to speak up. That's how shit change when you start speaking up. When you start shaking tables and knocking on doors, that's what bring awareness. You understand that? That's what stop the crooks from getting away with the unjust behavior that they have been projecting on the innocent. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta understand that it's not okay to just be silent when something is wrong, when something is hurting you and you just can't shake it off. It's on your mind 24/7. You have to address those things. And it doesn't matter who it affects, who is gonna acquit, who is gonna, bring justice to. That's not your problem. Your problem is to tell the truth. That's your duty, to speak up, to advocate for yourself, because no one else will ever advocate for you. So yes, I'm going to advocate for me and my loved ones. And I don't care who like it. And if I ran across you, or if I brought this to your attention and you are a person of power and you ignore me and you shut doors in my face, hell yeah, I'm going to talk about your ass. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm not going to just allow you to just, be swept under the rug and be like, oh, wait. No, people need to know who you are. People need to understand that you are one of those ones that just preach and just speak of the things that you say you're going to do, basically selling false hope and advertisement to the people, because that's not really who you are. And you have your pick and choose like everyone else, which is okay, because you're not alone. It's a lot of people that pick and choose who they're going to help, who they're going to support, who they're going to stand by, even though they know it's wrong. But you're so worried about your endorsements, you're worried about your entitlement, you're worried about what you will be stripped from, so you say nothing until somebody with a name, or when it goes viral, or when money is involved, and then you know what's going on. Then you don't care, because you're hoping that you get a piece of the pie, and that's just how the world goes. And then we wonder why everything is happening in the world like it is. Why? Because you are part of the reason. A lot of you guys are. And I'm not going to sugarcoat now. I don't give a damn if you like what I'm saying or not. It's just what it is. I'm not going to ever not speak the truth or speak what I see or what I experience in life with the people in the 757, in the community, in the law, in the just injustice overall. Like, shit, when I look and see what's going on, people say, I got 1,000 questions. Like, even the young man Nolan Wales' story, his mother, she wants to know what's going on with her son, which is nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people got a lot to say, saying it ain't what it is. How you know? And we all know what I know. Those that y'all can pretend and act like y'all don't know. But I know firsthand. One that faced injustice in the state of Virginia, Suffolk, Virginia at that. They allow a lot of shit. They done a lot of shit to me. Even threatened to put me in jail for telling my story on social media. So I know, and I have never done anything. Never had a criminal record. They allowed me to be defamed. They allowed something that was so precious to me to be stolen from me. And they have not yet been held accountable for the shit that they have done. Left me in so much debt. And I don't care. So I understand. When I see stuff like that, that hits home. I can relate to how the justice system operates. They care nothing about you. But you have children out here that's being murdered, like the little baby in Newport News that just really, recently got murdered by his own mother. God rest in peace to his soul. In the law, where were you? This child was being abused. Probably years of abuse. And he still was in that home. No one saved him. But you got the law that's allowing parental alienation. One of allow fabricated theories of innocent parents that they're abusing their children, but you have no evidence, no CPS, no bruise, no nothing, all hearsay, and you're going to keep a child away from the loving parent. Make it make sense. It's time that people in this community, in the world, be held accountable. And if your ass can't do your job, then you don't need to be ruling over anyone's life. You don't need to be in charge or having no type of authority over no one. Because at the end of the day, like I stated over and over and over and over, that a lot of you guys that what happened to me that y'all thought was okay and nobody said shit, everybody was silent, was good, if that was you, your ass probably couldn't take it. And the first thing half of you guys would say, if that was me, I'd do this, I do. You ain't gonna do shit. Because ain't shit scary about me, baby. I had every thought in the world what I was gonna do, and probably would have if the Lord didn't intervene. Because God wanted me to stand forward to see this day, this moment, of how he was gonna turn it around. Not the law, not the fake people in the community, what God was gonna do. So I get to witness that, and so do you. Okay? With no money, no viral, nothing. God turned it around because I am God's chosen child. But you guys need to understand that it's not okay to sit around here and allow the authorities to get away with the shit that they does. And then y'all think it's okay because it ain't you. But then soon something happened to you and your loved ones, you want to raise hell. You want to go to war. You want to do this, you do that. So is it fair for people to ignore you because you feel like you somebody important and they're not? Make it make sense. That's why I don't deal with a lot of people. That's why I don't like a lot of people, and I will never respect y'all. Don't have to. Don't have to speak to you. Don't have to look your way. You mean nothing to me, and I'm going to be honest. Nothing, zero. And that's just what it is, and y'all make it that way. But a lot of people ain't going to tell you that. I'm going to tell your ass you mean nothing to me. I'm going to tell your ass I don't like you. Simple as that. And I ain't afraid of any of you. Because one thing about it, ain't nothing punk about me. Nothing. You know, I'm just living in a different line life. And my lifestyle has changed. I'm not a violent person. But, baby, this mouth is going to talk. This mouth is going to speak the truth. This mouth ain't holding shit back. I'm going to say what I need to say and how I feel. And I don't care how you feel about it. You can't stop me. The law couldn't stop me. Your ass can't stop me. Nobody is going to be able to stop me. Why? Because the Lord said, tell your story. The Lord said, speak up and advocate for yourself. And that's what I did. I obeyed the law enough to say that I'm going to allow them to railroad me again. So now I give all my faith and loyalty and obedience to my God, who has yet failed me. Okay? Or my children. Blessed all of us. Keeping us here. Allowing air to flow through our lungs. So it is what it is. You know, I just hate to see how, you know, you guys try to silence people. Because you feel that that person is not important. You feel that their story doesn't matter. That is a lie. When a person is hurting, they have the right to stand up for themselves. They have the right to speak up for themselves. It's supposed to be a freedom to speech, but it's not. It's not. So a lot of shit happen, but y'all don't really see it until it go viral. Y'all don't understand it until it's at your doorstep. That's crazy to me. But this shit, it just never stops. It's still going on. A lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna get too deep into it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just here. You know what I mean? But people think that they can do things to you, but they don't want no one to do that to them and their little ones. That's the lie your ass told. But one thing about it, I'm learning, what you think you gonna do to me to hurt me, baby, God gonna come back and he gonna show your ass up every time. Every time you try to think that you can put bad on my name and try to bring harm to me and my loved ones, God is going to show you. And I'm here to manifest that, baby. When I look back on my journey, how pitiful I was 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, how miserable I was, how much pain I endured day in and night, how much I was anxious for help and support from my community, from the state of Virginia, and never got it. For those that stood on the TV and stated that you vote me in, you do this, that I stand with the community, I stand for the people, I advocate for the people. None of those regular ass people stood by my side. Not one of them. Suffolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Norfolk, the whole 757 city, Richmond, like none of them. None. So with that being said, it taught me a lesson that People don't hurt you. You are invisible to those people. That's why you have to keep going. You just got to keep going. You got to block everything else out. And don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the people. Just keep going. And God heard everything. He see your movement. He see that you not giving up. He see that you not letting nobody stand in your way. No matter how many stepping blocks is blocking you from getting to your destiny, reaching that top. God see that. And he's going to help you get where you need to be. And that's what he done for me. And I forever thank him. Every day I give glory, and my prayers goes to the Lord for what he have done for me and mine. I don't take credit for nothing. I give it all to the Lord. All to the Lord. But I'm going to end this live just by saying this, that, you know, the world will have a rude awakening. And just be prepared. Like, so while y'all sitting around here watching what's going on in other people's tragedy life, know that you could be next. Know that you are bound to be next, or someone that's so close to you will be next. And prepare yourself to see how you going to handle that. Because this ain't for the weak, baby. It's not for the weak. Only the strong survive, baby. So you just got to be prepared to know that what would I do if this was my situation or my children? Lord, would you get me through this? Can you get me through this? That's what y'all need to be focused on. Because this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. The law don't care about you. They will not protect you. They will not. And I'm saying that because no one protect me. They didn't protect me. No matter how many tears I shed, if you go there, you too emotional. You know, they don't even like that. You would think a human being with a heart would care to see an emotional parent showing affectionate for their loved ones. Showing that they care, that the defamation of character was not true. You would think that, but they don't care about that. They see weakness. They have no empathy, and that's messed up. That's messed up. But, you know, I'm going to get off the line because I get upset when I just think about it. I've been doing good, but just seeing what's going on in the world, and I feel that it's important that I continue to share my story. I continue to, bring awareness to the community of the people that we look up to, and to understand what you should know by now, that they are not truthful people and they don't care about you. They are pretenders and you cannot count on them. But don't let that deter you from telling your story. Don't let that stop you from rising. Don't let that stop you from allowing victory being yours. Keep going, because at the end of the day, what matters the most is that the Lord see you. He heard you. So just go. Do what you got to do. I support anybody that stand on business. I support anybody that's, that's truthful. Don't care about what it's going to cost them. You standing on what's right because you understand. I respect people like that. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Like I said, don't let nobody steal your joy. And damn sure don't let nobody stop you from telling your story. Because I sure told mine. My Dysfunctional Life by Dawn Victory. Book on Amazon. And the girl ready to write another one. Because it's just a lot more that I feel like I need to continue to address. And it doesn't matter. That was just the beginning for you guys to get the picture, the understanding of who Dawn Victory is. And hopefully motivates you to understand who you are. And take accountability for your own actions. And never be afraid to share your story. That's your testimony. So when you dead and gone, people will know. You stood on business. You stood on a person that was unafraid to tell your truth. Until next time, peace.